Taylor Jags, we're here in Brandon for the second game on the season, where your football team is set to face off against the Bulldogs. A lot of buzz has been circulating throughout the week for this matchup, as this game stands as a rematch between the two teams that battled it out for a championship a year ago. And your Jags seem to have the competitive advantage, having beat West Jones by 38 points their last time out on the field. The stakes are high for this matchup, and we'll see if your Jags can pull through as they try to take the throne once again and deny the Bulldogs the second win on their season.
Brandon kicked off to start the game, and right out the gate they showed off their impressive rushing attack that stayed evident all throughout. Brandon's explosive offense got them all the way down to the MC 29-yard line, but your Jags D held strong and forced a turnover on downs. However, as MC was getting ready to put the offense on the field, the game clock was rolling, leading to a questionable delay of game call. That call seemed to have rattled the offense, as the corresponding drive wasn't going anywhere, and a tip pass on third down led to an interception for Brandon. But the Bulldogs weren't able to capitalize, and the story of limited offense and effective defense stayed the same for both teams, as the first quarter ended scoreless. The second part of the first half is when things started to heat up. Brandon started out the quarter with the ball and tried re-establishing the rushing game. But your Jags defense was prepared, as Miles Miller forced a fumble on the play, and after a pileup, MC emerged out the rubble with the football. The Jags offense then took the field and capitalized off that momentum, as QB1 Vic Sutton found Isaiah Spencer for a 31-yard pass that got them from one side of the field to the other. The drive looked to be a dull one after that, as Brandon's defense held their composure and was putting MC's offense to a stop. But on 4th down and 8, when the drive was seemingly over, Jake Norris got his redemption and put the first points of the game on the scoreboard for the Jags. However, Brandon bounced back quickly, driving down the field from their own 22-yard line and showing off that great rushing attack, scoring off a big run. The game stayed quiet after that, with both teams trading the occasional blow, until Brandon scored a 4-yard touchdown pass in MC's territory with less than a minute left in the first half. And that's where the half ended, with Brandon up 1 score against MC, who had some work to do. Brandon kicked off to MC to start out the second half, and their defense was hard at work, getting themselves a couple sacks and forcing a turnover on downs. But after those plays, the story of the game continued, until a low snap during one of MC's drives forced a fumble that was recovered by the Bulldogs. Brandon's ensuing drive added more fuel to the fire, as the 30-yard touchdown pass increased their lead to 14 points. In the fourth quarter, our opponent padded their stats a little more, adding a rushing touchdown and an interception, and the game eventually ended out with a final score of 28-7.
So that's your final. After a disappointing outing, your Jags lose to the Bulldogs by 3 touchdowns. The next game will be back in the jungle against Northwest Rankin. This has been Terris Harris with JNN.